Hey there, Not Hanks Just Like here. This is a video on how to set up the Pavlov VR mod kit. This video will only cover how to make your first map, but it will not include how to get that map working. First, what you're going to want to do is go to this website right here. The link will be in the description. github.com/bankruptgames/pavlovvr-modkit. What you're going to want to do is click code and click download zip. I already have this downloaded, so I will cancel this download. Your download may take a while depending on how good your internet speed is. Cool. Now you're going to open it up. You're going to extract it like I have here. Now, you may not see saved, intermediate, you may not see a couple of these files, but that is okay. You're going to double click pavlov.u project. You're going to wait for it to open. Now, the first time you open the Pavlov modkit, it may take a while. And while this opens, I must say, you have to have Unreal Engine 5.1.1 downloaded. No other version will work. To download Unreal Engine, which I will not be covering in this video, you will go to Epic Games. From here, your screen will not look like mine. Your screen will look like this. You'll have a black space here, outliner, details, and that's about it. You're going to go up to the top left, click Window, and click Pavlov Workshop. And you're going to maximize this page. I am already logged in, however, this will tell you to authenticate. You will click that, and then you will enter your email address to mod.io. Then it will email you a code, and that is how you sign in. This is important. You cannot upload mods without this. I don't even know if you can create a mod without this. However, you will. I'm going to assume that you have already done that. Once you see Manage Account logged in, you're going to click Create Mod. From here, you're going to have a mod name, mod summary, logo, and then you're going to have three options. Mod name is going to be what appears both in-game, when downloading, in the mod browser, and on mod.io. So let's just name this test map. Cool. And for the sake that I already have one, I'm going to name it 2.0. Cool. Now mod summary. This is going to be the description of your mod that they will see on the Pavlov mod browser and the mod.io page. You can only put 250 characters here, so be careful what you put. I will put, this is a test map. Logo image, you can see the aspect ratios as I highlight this. It cannot exceed 8 megabytes in file size, and it must be at the minimum 512 times 288. But recommended is anything above that, but with a 16/9 ratio. This is optional, and you can always set this later. These three options are important. Map is pretty much a mod and a game mode combined. Mod is something that can be used as a dependency to a map, or just used in general on a server. Game mode, I am not sure yet. I have never touched game mode, and I don't think most people will. So, for the sake of my experience, I will not be listing this. Click Map, and click Create Mod. You now will see Create Mod, then a string of numbers. This string of numbers is their UGC ID. UGC stands for User Generated Content. That ID is the identifier. Mine is 5237691. Minimize this. Now what you're going to do is click Window, Content Browser, Content Browser 1. This will pull this up. You will probably be here, or you will be here, or you will be seeing this most likely. So let's assume you're on this page. If you're not, you can go to Plugins, and then find UGC with that string of numbers. Okay, you now have your map created, but you still don't see anything. That is because you do not have a level. All you have is this definition file. Let's go to Custom Map Tools Content in Plugins, and let's double click Mod Example Map, which is a level, and wait for it to load. Okay, you will now see this. If you are new to Unreal Engine, hold right click, and then use WASD to move, E to go up, Q to go down, and move your mouse while holding right click to move your camera. Okay, you can also, while moving, you can scroll in to move faster and scroll out to move slower. Okay, now you see all this, but we do not need all this. What we do need, however, is a couple things in this outliner page. Your outliner is, if you are familiar with game engines, it is your content. It's basically the content browser, but for your level. Okay, scroll down. Let's find directional light. Control, click Skysphere. Scroll down, Control, click Skylight. Make sure you have Skylight, Directional Light, and BP underscore Skysphere selected. Now you can either right click, edit, copy, or you can do Control C on your keyboard. Cool. Now let's go back to that UGC folder, right click into empty space in the content browser. To go into click Level. Now you are going to name this whatever you like, it does not matter. Let's keep it as test map. Okay, now you see the star symbol? The star symbol means that this asset has not been saved. So let's save all, save selected. Okay, now let's double click test map. And again, we have a black space here. Right click your outliner, edit, paste, or just click the outliner in general and Control V. Cool, now we have a sky, but we don't have anywhere for the players to look, do we? Let's fix that. Go up here to selection mode, click landscape. Okay, now click create. You can change the map size by selecting selection size and clicking whatever suits you best. I'm going to do 15 by 15 quads. Okay, create. Now you will have this brush tool. Let's worry about that later. Click landscape, click selection. Okay, you now have a basic map set up. Save all. Let's just drag in a couple things here. First, window, place actors. Let's search for Pavlov game logic. And make sure you drag out Pavlov game logic example. Click and drag, place it anywhere on your map. Boom, let's put it there. Okay, now you see this over here, the details tab? Click and drag definition to definition, save all. Okay, now we need a spawn. Let's search Pavlov spawn in the place actors tab. Okay, click, drag, and let's set this team ID over here to -1. That will ensure that any team can spawn here. Or, if you want two separate spawns, let's set this to 0 for the blue team. Let's drag out another spawn. Let's set that to 1 for the red team. Let's select both of them. Let's click Dynamic. Okay. Save all. Cool. That works. Now, the last step you have to take is double-click your definition file. You will see this. Unique ID and version you will never touch. Label will be the map name that is shown in the server browser. Let's call it test map. Thumbnail is the logo you can set if you have not already. Map is the PCVR version that is PCVR level that will be shown on PCVR. Let's drag that into there. Quest map is for Shack. Okay. Compatibility. These are the game modes your map are compatible with. If I don't want custom, let's uncheck custom and let's click death and let's unclick deathmatch. Let's only have team deathmatch. Cool. Since we are not doing a custom game mode, we will not check the custom game mode box. Since we're not doing a custom game mode, we'll also put nothing in the custom game mode label. Hidden, we'll see, should this map show in the map combo boxes. Cool. Save all, and there you go. We are now done. Your definition should look somewhat like mine. Your level should look somewhat like mine. And now, let's upload it. Click Window, Pavlov Shack. Cool. Let's go to Upload Mod. And you see this test map? Make sure you do the one that you have just created. Select mod, Android, or Windows, or both, dependent on the map, or the version you want your map to be on. And click Upload Mod. Now, you just have to wait for this terminal to finish. There will be a first terminal, it will close, a second terminal will appear. After that, make sure you have your Unreal Engine focused for maximum upload speed. Otherwise, it will delay the upload. Also, all of those warnings that were in yellow text are unimportant. Now, it will compress, then it will upload, and then it uploads again. If you have an error during the first upload, you will either have a BP error, which is error code 25, which you can see in output log, if it loads. See, mine was build successful. But if it says there was an error, always check the output log for error code 25, which means you have a bad blueprint, or HTTP request, which means your Wi-Fi simply could not upload the mod, which is very common with bigger mods. Let's close out the output. Let's go back to Pavlov's Workshop. Let's make this mod map public. Mod.io page. Resolve. Make sure you are logged into the correct account. Okay, let's scroll down. Allow comments will allow people to discuss their mod on the mod.io page. Let's check that, because feedback is always helpful. Visibility, we want to make sure this is public if we want our map to be downloaded. Okay. Description, you always have to set something. Well, you don't have to, but this is pretty much, it will override your summary, as far as I'm aware. Scroll down, save. Okay, the mod test map 2 has been updated. If you want to add a dependency, go to the dependencies, and let's say I want dark at 26, which is a great source mod. Dark. Let's find dark at 20. Well, apologies. Source. See dark at 26? Click it. Click save. Now, whenever this map is downloaded, it will automatically download dark at 26 because it is a dependency. That is everything for this video. Thank you.